Hello, everyone. I am Mafae, and welcome to another episode of Moms Know Best show. This is where we share weekly stories and incredible experiences that can inspire and motivate people in their everyday lives. So, to start with the episode, of course, I am so happy to introduce my beautiful BFF co-host right here. Hello, Yona. How are
Hello.
you?
I am good, Mafae. It's been quite a week for both of us, and it's an exciting one with our communities. But yes, we are so excited. Hello, everybody. I am Yona. Magandang hapon to everyone joining us here on I was about to say Fumu, Facebook and Fumu.
Yes, it's all right. I get you, Yona. It's been definitely, it's been a great one. So, for the ones that are just joining us for this episode or are just newbies to the Moms Know Best community, Yona and I are moms, and we're also wives of our amazing partners. Of course, we're also a sister to our brothers, because to me, there's multiple. And of course, we have our amazing friends who surround us. And of course, we're also business owners. And we do so many things, wear many hats for our kids, our families, our friends, and support units, and most especially the communities that we support. And with everything that we do, we sometimes need that extra support. We're only human. We can only take so much, but that is the reason why we created this platform, to make sure that we are able to find an answer for those question marks that we sometimes face when we have those days, right? And so we are here to learn from others, and I know Yona is excited as I am for today.
Definitely. I mean, especially this time of the year, or also time of just the time that we're all experiencing at the moment. We're doing online learning. We're also business owners. We've got our clients, we've got our teams, and we've obviously got our family and friends. So yes, this is definitely a nice space for both of us to be able to share with our inspiring viewers and also our guests. So for today, we're so excited. Extra. I can't even speak today.
You got this, Yona.
I am so excited that I can't even speak. Okay, so for today's episode, we will be joined by a wife and a super mom. Our special guest is an educator and the co-founder of Young Creative Minds. And not just that, she's also a sacred space holder and a well-being boost facilitator. Now, she aims to help children by educating, uplifting, and empowering them despite the distance. And she believes in every child's potential and celebrates children of all abilities. Now, besides her early children's center, this superwoman also supports everyone through their well-being, self-care, and mental health. So her expertise and experience as a mother, as a facilitator, and as an educator truly proves how great of a woman she is.
Yes. And so without further ado, guys, let's welcome this incredible woman, Michelle Tambunting. Hello, fellow sister.
Hello. Good afternoon, and welcome to all our FUMU followers.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Hello, community.
Oh gosh, that's what happens.
Okay, I think we've had an icebreaker, but we have another one for you, Michelle. So to start off the show, just to I guess make it more fun and comfortable, we are going to ask you a fun question, and the question is:
Sure.
Because you are more into kids, can you please name a children's song that makes an impact on you?
My current favorite is this song called "Have an Awesome Day," which we play on happiness
Mhm.
class. I like listening to it because it starts the day off really good for me. But you're not
Mhm.
gonna ask me to sing it right now.
It's really up to you.
I just like it like this. Like it starts off, we're gonna make it an awesome day. So it's a
Yeah.
great way to, you've heard it, Yona. So it
Yes.
really
Yes.
gets the kids started, and it's good for me too.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I
I mean,
love it.
you are so inspiring, Michelle. And we obviously we've gotten to know you a little bit. But for those who are viewing our show right now, are you able to please share a little background about yourself? Just and perhaps you could even share with us what your visions and dreams are along the way.
Sure. Well, I'm Michelle, and I am first and foremost a wife and a mother to two. I have two kids, a 14-year-old boy and a 10-year-old, two boys, 14 and 10. And I am a preschool teacher. I've been one for about 22 years. So that says a lot about my age. We established Young Creative Minds in 1999, and we are now currently online and very happy to have reinvented ourselves over the past year. I am also a sacred space holder like Yona and Mafae, and I think that's a special friendship that bloomed this year, which I am truly so grateful for. I also co facilitate the Wellbeing Boost program with them, and I love doing that also with them. I've been able to facilitate it with both of them. We've
Yes.
handled our own groups, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
what else? I am chief happiness officer at Happiness Class PH, which was my kind of like my pandemic baby, my way of trying to cope with the situation. So it was my way of trying to navigate through the times as a teacher and as a mother. So my vision, um, it's really to evolve this year, to thrive, to become the best version of myself despite the challenges and despite everything that's going on around us, so that I can be much better for my kids, the people I serve, the children I teach, and the friends and family I hold dear.
Amazing, Michelle. Well, we say this to you all the time, how much you inspire us because of, not just because of like you are literally beautiful inside and out, and
Oh,
we are inspired by all of the things that you do, and so it's been so lovely to have gone through, especially the past year. I think it's been a year now since we've all journeyed
yes.
together, so that's been super
Mhm.
exciting. But I wanted to, find out more about, what was really your motivation and how did you get started on your journey as an early childhood educator?
I The funny thing is my course in college when I applied to college was economics.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I was young and I was wanting to, I think, please my parents, and I was wanting to kind of follow in the footsteps of my brothers. I'm the youngest in a brood of four. So I
Mm-hmm.
always wanted, in fact, at some point when I was young, I wanted to be a boy. I would wear my brother's uniforms. I never played with dolls. I didn't want to wear dresses. I was wearing their clothes. So I think I had not found what my passion was and what my purpose was, but I never enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy that first year. And I always loved children. I always wanted to do something with kids. So even if my mom would tell me you won't earn as a teacher, the salary is so low, and all that, I set that aside and I shifted to education, and the rest was history. I have not felt like working has been work the past 22 years. It's been really fun. I don't earn it probably as much as other people do, but I earn a lot in knowing that what I do every day is so much fun and has so much purpose. So that's pretty much where I wanted to be a clinical psychologist when I was in college, but
Okay.
I thought it was too long at that point, and I think I also
Mhm.
wasn't ready to kind of work through my own stuff that early. I was so young, So I think
Mm-hmm.
that's why coaching now, the sacred space and well-being boost really appeals to me, because it
Yeah.
kind of answers that dream I always used to have. And I think now at 47, I'm kind of ready to face, my past, work through my stuff, and really evolve so that I can serve better.
Oh, I love that.
Amazing. And you do serve
Wow.
with a
With
smile,
with
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 a
both of
great
you.
heart, because we witnessed it exactly. And I just have to um, highlight. It's been almost 2 years, ladies.
Has
Can you
it?
imagine? Well, to me, it feels like a lifetime.
Yeah,
But since
it does.
2020 was our year of friendship, right? It bloomed for all of us. This year would be the second year, and it's
Yes.
we're nearing more to the potential, and especially for Michelle, you help so many children enhance their talents and reach their full potential. So how everything that you do, how do these things affect and influence yourself as a person, as a woman, and of course as a coach?
you know, happiness class was always a dream for me. I want to start there because I started that last year because I really felt, you know what they say, when you want to learn something, you need to teach it.
Mm.
I I needed to remind myself how to be more positive. I needed to remind myself about honoring my emotions. I needed to remind myself all the things that I brought out in the class for the kids. I think because for me it was safer to have it's just so much more comfortable and safer to have discussions with children, right? Because
Mm.
they're so spontaneous, it's so real. So I think in the beginning, I did it because I wanted to do it for our children in school. I felt they needed a space to hold space for them once a week so that we could have discussions about, you know, stuff that really nurture their well-being. Little
Yeah.
did I know that as I was going, as we went on and as I continued to do it, I was noticing and finding out so much about myself in the process. So I really think everything was aligned and everything was kind of timed so perfectly, so that when we all met at Sacred Space, I had already felt kind of what it was like to hold space for children. And it's really hard to talk about those topics with them, but doing so really made me feel much more comfortable exploring it on my own as a mother, as a teacher. And so it really helped me hold space better for other people. And I came home to myself by just really trying to teach it to children. I realized the most important things that I needed as a human being and as a person, and I was able to confront that. So I think that's the biggest learning there.
Oh, nice.
Amazing. And of course, we hear this all the time. You're at the right place at the right
Yeah.
time with the right people. And of course, Yona, we've known each other for so long, but in this age or this time of our lives, we're all moms, right? We juggle so
Mhm.
much. And I know maybe you see that in me or you see it in Yona or Yona sees it in both of us, but we have like this balance or we juggle everything with ease. But we all know because we talk frequently that that's
Yeah.
not the case. So maybe you can share with our community here what does juggling and then balancing every means to you, or how do you do it?
When it's so funny because we see each other now online, and then we see each other at the huddle. I see Yona in class in the morning, and I'm amazed, and I meet with you during our own huddle, and I'm so amazed at how you guys balance it, because you guys are doing a million things all at the same time, and yet when we huddle, we're all smiling when we come together. But there's so much authenticity in it, because then we can say, I'm not in a good space this week. I can only do one thought at a time. And it's so safe to say that. So I think juggling for me, it kind of looks like, you know how you know how when you're trying to carry so many different boxes, you know, you see images of that online or pictures of those people who are like carrying all these boxes and trying to balance it. Sometimes I feel, sometimes I feel like that. The great thing about it though is in the past, I used to feel like those boxes were burdens, like you're carrying so much and it's so heavy. But now I kind of look at it as not all the time, and you both know that, right? But I kind of look at it as it's kind of like a juggler because he's doing it and he's doing it and he's having fun. So in the past year, I really had to dig deep, 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 really deep inside myself to like really, really deep. And there's not much of me to dig deep from. So I'm constantly digging, constantly digging for that for that joy and that quiet strength, I think. And that's what I have been so blessed to discover inside myself. And I think coming home to myself and really making friends with myself again, you know, like really, really seeing myself as a friend to hang out with, to take care of, to have tea with, to do your nails with, to take a nap with. You know, it's that's really helped me turn that image of juggling all those boxes into a more colorful image where you're actually having fun doing it. I can't imagine. I honestly can't imagine. Like if I ask you, can you imagine yourself doing something else aside from, you know, lying down in the beach and just enjoying? I mean, would you trade? Would you
It's so
trade it?
true. No.
Right?
In a heartbeat, I can answer definitely no.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
So I think that's where like, despite the tears, right? Because we've shared tears online as a huddle and as with a sacred friendship that we have. But despite all of that, I think turning your pain into purpose has really found its meaning. Being a mother, being a business owner, being a wife, being everything that you hold dear. So yeah, I wouldn't trade it either. There are days where you dream like you're just lying there without, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, but you still wouldn't trade it though. But I mean, you do have those moments. Like I have those moments when I imagine, okay, I'm lying on the beach with a cocktail in hand and just watching the waves, you know, just having those moments. But then you actually think about where you're at and you love it. Every single bit of it, you know, every single bit. So yeah, I completely feel you and hear you with that, Michelle.
I hope that everybody who's tuned in is really absorbing everything that teacher Michelle is talking about. I see one of your students really locked in and says, yes, that's teacher Michelle, Sydney said. So.
I love you, Sydney. I still have the wallpaper you drew for me.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh,
I love it.
That is so sweet.
So, of course, teacher Michelle will talk about all her projects and all her classes that she has ongoing because it is just truly amazing. If you want to learn more, of course, it's also the Sacred Space, the Wellbeing Boost. But throughout all your career, Michelle, I know that we always are surprised with certain things that we can achieve or we just learn. So, what would be your aha moment? From all the experience that you've had in your career or even in your personal life?
I've had if I were to think about it, I've had two major aha moments in the past year. Last year, when things got so overwhelming for me, because honestly, it was at the start of the pandemic. I think all of us were trying to feel our way through, trying to figure out how we were going to keep everybody safe and keep our lives going. And as mothers, I think you feel a big weight of that is on your shoulders because you're the nurturer and you have to make sure everyone's feeling safe. My biggest aha moment then, thanks to the Sacred Space certification course that we took, because it really allowed me to look inside and hold space for myself. And I remember my intention word that came to me then was expansion. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, I hope that doesn't mean I'm going to gain like 40 pounds this year.
Not that kind of expansion, right?
No, but you know how where you're sitting there and everybody else is meditating and you're thinking, I wonder what everybody else's intention word is, and then when you hear others, you're like, wait, what does expansion mean? But you know that it's what you get pressured. Should I change it? Should I change it? But it's what came to me. So I needed to
Yeah.
honor it. I didn't know what it meant for me then, but I surrendered and I let it go. And the truth was, expansion did happen, and in a way where I used to think I used to always come from a point of lack. I didn't have enough energy. I didn't have enough time. I didn't have it in me to homeschool my son, to work, and to do other things, to even learn something new. I was thinking to myself at 47, do I even try to do that? But that's my biggest aha moment, that you're never too old to venture into something new. You're never too old to try something new. And if I looked at it from a point of abundance, which I slowly was able to do so thanks to the Wellbeing Boost program, thanks to sisters like you, thanks to finding time to really be with myself, and really get to know myself. I That was one big aha moment, was really going from lack to abundance. And I think the next one would be what I realized this year was that I have the power in me to heal myself. I don't have to look elsewhere to heal whatever is inside me. And I think healing myself has really helped me become better for the people that I serve. It's also taught me how to just try to accept things the way they are, like the as isness of things. So that's my biggest aha moment. I cannot control anything, not even my children, not even what they want to do with their lives, or what they plan to do, or how they go about homeschooling, even if they're seated right next to me. And the sooner I realize that I can't control that, the easier it will be for me. And I think the more safe and sacred the space I give them to just really thrive and evolve and be themselves, which teaches me to not be so hard on myself also. Because I have that in me. I used to always think I had to do things perfectly. Sorry, I have three aha moments, by the way. So the third is
Yeah.
I
Go
can't
for it.
I can't do things perfectly. I can't. It's and I shouldn't demand that from myself as a mother, as a business owner, as a teacher, as a coach, as everything else that I do, as a wife. I can't do everything perfectly, but what's important is I show up. I show up, and even during the days when it's hard to show up, you guys know what that feels like, right? You show up, and sometimes not with the smile that you expect to have all the time. Things happen and life happens, but I think victory lies in just being able to show up, and being able to say I'm here, and being able to say to God, Lord, have your way with me, and I'm ready for your surprises. I'm ready for what you have laid out for me.
Love that.
Amazing. I agree with you 100%. I finally can use that term, Yona. And just like Ariane says here, yes, we
Hi,
have the
Ariane.
power to heal. Yes, Ariane, thank you. And age is just a number. Hello, Michelle. You look like you're in your
I
20s.
know.
Come on now.
I know.
Can you guys believe?
I put my wrinkles
Well,
there.
Not
Well,
even.
thank you for sharing with us. Why you feel so young at heart is because submitting to the journey, right? There's only certain things that we can control, and that is our mindset
Yeah.
and the people that we surround ourselves with. And we learn that seems like every week with our mentorship, and even being a partner with you, Michelle. I just learned so much from you, just your positive
Same
aura.
here. Same
And
here.
it's tough to find a group of friends, or even a support group that will really, you know, even in your ugliest days, will be like, yeah, that's all right, you know.
Yeah.
So I just want to say I truly appreciate both of you, and of course our Sacred Space family, the Wellbeing Boost family, and of course Kimmy, and everything that we're learning. For sure, there's a lot of people out there that are wondering what or how you're just being so present right now. So, what would be your greatest advice for them on how to even begin, even as a woman, a mom, an educator? That means you're a mom for everyone, So, what would be your advice for them? That just someone that just wants to start doing what their passion is, because you mentioned it's pain, the pain over purpose. It's pain. The pain is worth the purpose, right? That's what you shared.
Yep. Well, I think what I would share in that aspect is one of the biggest things I learned this year as a teacher, as a mother, and as everything in all the roles that I play. It's as basic as saying, like, a happy teacher makes a happy classroom. A happy teacher makes a happy student. So technically, it's saying you need to fill your cup first before you go out and serve. And there's nothing selfish about self-care, nothing at all, because even Jesus went and rested and prayed, right? And I like to think that he gave me the body that he gave me, all 4 feet 11 and a half of it. He gave me he gave me the body that he gave me because I meant to be a vessel for something. So it's my
Yeah.
responsibility to take care of the life and the body that he gave me. And to be able to do that, I need to look at all aspects of myself and not just one. So to anyone who's out there who is starting and trying to even figure out their purpose in life and trying to turn their pain into purpose or trying to find their place in the world, you don't find your place in the world by doing and doing and doing and doing, because your mind is so busy. And I used to do that, and I knew I was doing and doing because I was trying to escape from a lot of stuff. I realized that I need to do less and be more, and just really learn how to be, because when I'm silent and when my I'm not silent the whole day, mind you, but I find pockets of time, you know that. But finding pockets of time where you can just be allows me to listen to myself, and it allows me to hear the Lord better as well. So if you're starting something and venturing into something or planning, or even the younger ones who are so gung ho to start working and find their way in the world, um, my biggest advice would be to learn how to fill your cup first and to learn how to be. Because when you learn how to be, you become so much more efficient. You become so much more abundant. You become so much more energetic. You have more time. You listen to yourself and you're more comfortable in your own skin, which makes you a better person, I think, all around, as a worker, as an employer, as a leader, as a boss, as everything else that you want to be.
Oh, wow. You have touched on so many powerful messages, Michelle. Like, we're having comments here. Best show ever. I think
Wait, the comment was from me. Just joking.
And I just love that you are so, you're so joyful too, and you bring so much joy to everybody. And I know that you're a person who, this isn't, so just for everybody's information, this isn't, we know firsthand that this is not just something that Michelle says, because we see it. We see it when we work together, through the work that we do with our Wellbeing Boost program and whatnot. But I also see it as a parent of a student that you guide. And genuinely, my daughter says how much fun that she has. Like, I'll just share a quick story. And in their online learning, the teacher Erica will ask all of the kids that, how are you feeling today? And there's different columns of the colors, and then it matches to a particular emotion. Sydney, because Sydney is the way Sydney, she puts up her hand up straight away. She's
Sydney's Yona's daughter.
Yeah. So she's really, she's not shy, that's for sure. Yeah, and she says she's happy. And this is like without coaching, right? With absolutely no coaching. Yeah. And then teacher Erica will say, "Why are you happy?" And then she says, because I'm happy that I'm in the class, because I'm happy being in this class. And she likes you. She says that she likes teacher Erica and teacher Miss Michelle. So in Australia, we say Miss, because in Australia, we say Miss and then Michelle. And then in the Philippines, it's teacher Michelle. So she combined Philippines and Australia, and she's now teaching Miss Michelle. So,
Sydney, I love you so much. You're so
cute. Absolutely, and that is that's not even coming from me at all. Like, even I'm on the side gushing, going, "Oh, that is so."
I know, I heard it also.
It's so sweet. Like, I'm really, because it's your authenticity. It really comes through, and you can really feel and see and hear the love that you have for what you do. And just how genuine you are in terms of the care that you give to those around you. So, I just wanted to share that story, because it's just all of these things that Michelle says. It's not just something that she says off the cuff. It's actually something she means, and she really holds close to her heart. So, absolutely,
I think with the story that you just shared, I think kudos should really go to teacher Erica and all the teachers in YCM, because they are the backbone of who we are. And they worked so hard to really make the classrooms positive for the kids and welcoming and helping the kids connect. So really, they are the ones I would celebrate, because they're the ones who create the classrooms that way. And also because I think we're a product of the Wellbeing Boost program. The teachers are. Teacher Erica has done it twice. So that's why for me, it's a true testament really to, when you care for yourself, it's so much easier to be more authentic, and to connect to people, especially to children, because that's what's really hard to do. But just speaking about authenticity and positivity, I want to be totally authentic and say I'm not always smiling. You know that, right? We all have our days. We all have our days. And I think that's another big learning the past year. Aside from the fact that I did love the K-drama, it's really okay not to be okay. You know, that was the title of the K-drama, and I watched it because I could so relate to it, and I could so resonate. It was the first time in maybe 47 years where it was really okay for me to say I'm not okay. And I think being able to honor that about ourselves is really what self-love is all about, and what self-care is.
Yes, and we honor you for that. And we, your authenticity gives everybody strength too, because you provide that.
You give me strength every Monday at 3. You give me strength.
I mean, I must say though, I think the reason why Sydney really remembers you is because Sydney is also a chief happiness officer. She's also, she watches you too. So we also see the Miss Michelle in a cartoon form. So that's why I think that's the reason why
Sydney is proud to be one of the first batch of chief happiness officers graduating this year.
So for everybody, and even for us, we would love to hear what's next for you, Michelle.
What's next for me? I took a bit of a break this past month because I had coursework to do. I'm training to be a conscious parenting coach, and I should be, fingers crossed if I don't fail, certified by next month. So I'm looking into that. I'm hoping to be able to start a practice here in the Philippines. I'm still not sure in what form or how to do it, but I know as the year has taught me, it's going to come, and everything that was meant for me is making its way to me, and I shouldn't kill myself trying to think about it. So that's in the pipeline. Happiness Class PH, we're graduating our first batch. We're 24 chief happiness officers. So we have 24 young children who are now ready to teach their families and their relatives and their lolas and their lolas using their digital classrooms to teach what it is to try to be happier these days, to nurture our wellness. And third, I'm launching Mama Huddle next month formally. I did hold space for a pilot class, a group of mothers this past couple of months. And I think I feel a little bit more confident to finally launch it next month. So the Mama Huddle is a coaching group for mothers, and we meet once a week for 6 weeks, and we hold space for each other, and we learn how to come back to our own hearts, really find the time to be still, conscious more parent conscious parent more consciously. I'm like Yona now. I'm parent more consciously.
Mahawa.
Nakakawawa. Walang bakuna dyan, Yona. To parent more consciously and really to find time for self-care using the whole Spire model of Happiness Studies Academy. So that's next month.
Wow, that is so amazing. So, I mean, for now that you've got all of these things lined up, do you have any promotions, events, or perhaps, invite everybody where they can find you? You've got amazing things going.
Well, you can follow us on Happiness Class PH on Instagram. I of course, I'm watching Mafae. She's like, do this correctly, Michelle. Okay, follow us on Instagram, Happiness Class PH, and on Facebook, on Twitter as well. But you can send me a private message if you want to know more about the coaching program. And of course, we are going to have the September group of the Wellbeing Boost program. So please send us again a private message, Yona, Mafae, or myself. We would be so happy to hold space for you. School has started for so many. So if there's a mother, a teacher, a father, or somebody out there who is feeling weary and tired from the start of the school year and the Burr months coming in, and with the new strain and COVID fatigue, the Wellbeing Boost program is a perfect place to really find stillness and let go of the fear and nurture your well-being during these times.
Yes, exactly. Amazing. Thank you so much, Michelle, for really sharing your journey with us. And I think, for everything that you go through, what we love is that you're able to share it and to, take us through that process of just being able to infuse learnings into these programs. And so it's one of those things that it's so inspiring. We really do. You inspire both Mafae and I. And
inspire me.
Thank you. And it really is amazing. So just know that we see what you're doing, and we appreciate everything that you do. You really are a superwoman, right, Mafae?
Yes, super.
And I just want to say that I don't think I've been able to do what I did the past year without you guys. Just being able to share a space with you guys has been life-changing for me. So I wouldn't co-facilitate with anyone else but you guys. It was the right place, the right people, it was the right time. And now I really feel like I've gained sacred friendships with you guys, which I will cherish forever and ever and ever.
Oh my God, I can't wait
Likewise.
to meet in person.
I know, it will be amazing.
Can't wait.
But also, I want to add that Michelle does have an upcoming show, and she does have a few episodes already on Happiness Class PH. So maybe, Michelle, you want to invite them to those shows.
Just remind you.
Really, this is true testament to the fact that together we are stronger. You cannot do anything on your own. So we'd like to invite everybody. We have a show next Thursday at 4 p.m. and we do have replays of the show on YouTube as well, Happiness Class PH. And we invite people and have conversations about how can we be happier, and really how can we be more joyful during these times for the children, for the adults, and for everybody involved. So there's a lot in store for that as well, and we have a lot of plans for that. Thank you, Mafae, for reminding me.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. Again, Michelle, thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure having a chit chat with you, and even more amazing, the three of us always getting together. This is an intentional, just getting to know you and sharing you with the community. And I'm sure everybody else is inspired and motivated with your journey and your story. So we'll see you soon. Of course, we talk every day anyway.
Yeah, we talk every day.
We're seeing tonight. Thursday. That one night during the week we don't see each other.
Yeah,
tonight,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's
Well, that's why we're doing this right now.
I'll be seeing you tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow. And I'm seeing Mafae next week, Noah.
Yes.
Thank you,
Michelle.
Thank you.
Love you.
Bye, everyone.
Love you.
See ya. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful, beautiful woman that is just spreading goodness, happiness to all of us. And I hope you learned a lot from that. And I know Yona, we have so much in store, collaborations. Of course, guys, Yona, oldest daughter, is one of the students of Teacher Michelle. So if you want to know more about the classes, here is a mommy that has a testimony about it. And I am soon to be enrolling Noah too. So
okay, yay.
with that, we were supposed to announce something last week, right?
I don't know, because we've had so much excitement. There's been so much excitement at Mums Know Best and everything that we're doing. And so also, a special shout out to the Osmompreneur community for everything that they're doing. So, we're so grateful. I mean, I'm grateful for being a finalist, but also for the both of us. We've been so blessed to be able to be judges as well. And so it's been, how amazing has it been, Mafae, to hear the stories of all of these amazing entrepreneurs juggling everything, absolutely everything, and still have this successes in their business. So it's been quite a week for both of us, right, Mafae?
Yes. It's been great because it has just lit that fire within us, right?
Yeah.
Knowing that there are other moms, knowing that there are other mompreneurs that are going through the same challenges, but overcome amazing challenges. No matter what, just like Michelle shared, it's the purpose over pain is always stronger. So it's just a matter of the lessons and the priorities, why you're doing what you're doing, and I love the fact that it is a mom's award. It's for moms. And I know my fellow co-host right here will be a winner. She's already a winner to all of us. And can't wait to announce when they finally give the results. So congratulations to all the finalists, and good luck. But we're also doing something special for everyone too. I guess you just have to wait for the announcements on our social media, and then we will make sure that the right people are also highlighted on our platform. Right, Yona?
Yes, there's so much excitement. Oh my God, you've just that was just like a teeny tiny thing. You just tangled a little bit.
But thank you, everyone who's tuned in. Kumu, we love you. We appreciate you. I see all the hearts. I see the virtual gifts that you have showered us and the comments. I know this was an inspiring episode. And Ariane, ano ka ba? Yours was also one of the best episodes. So thank you for all the comments, all our support group. We have some newbies I see that are messaging us. Ana Santos Castro, May Valenzuela. Just a special shout out to you all, of course, MMC.
It's amazing.
And also Kaya and EVS family. And of course, we dedicate this show to our beautiful moms, and we hope that you enjoyed this one. So with that, we'll see you guys in the next episode on
Moms
Knows
Best.
No, best.